Benji, you ready? Micah, you ready? Mike!
The snuggler. Micah Brakefield, who for a period of time had a hard time getting out of his home country of Canada. You guys love him, and we have brought him back. Brakefield on top, Benji Silva, a black belt, by way of Palo Alto, California, on bottom. Benji Silva thinking triangle, might use it for a reversal. Brakefield is protected. Brakefield in the white and black, Benji Silva in the black and red. Brakefield on top, Silva on bottom. Silva's so busy. I feel like tonight, guys, if we had one theme, offensively speaking, we have seen everybody try to finish in regulation. Nobody is waiting around. And whether the rules allow for it or not, that's not what we want. Can we agree on that? We want guys trying to win matches. We don't want guys out there playing a game. Tonight, we have all athletes trying to win matches. Silva's guard here is very tight. Okay, he's trying to think triangle. Brakefield is in a similar position like this already. Brakefield beat it once, but this time Silva's in a little bit deeper. Brakefield sitting back. What Brakefield would like to do is get one of his legs over the top. It could be right or left leg. Get a leg over the top, pin Benji back down. Brakefield should be using both hands, pushing on the chest, bringing one of those legs over. Brakefield looks like he's getting some good breaths of air here, but this position isn't going to get better. It can definitely get worse. Brakefield is going to need to move. Benji Silva starting to rotate on top. A topside triangle is a very rare pleasure when you see them in this sport. And Benji isn't all the way where he wants to be, but he is improving on his position. Halfway through regulation. You'll notice the left toes. You can see the left toes, the left ankle of Benji Silva. They're resting right up against Micah Brakefield's shoulder blade. Benji Silva wants to put those toes and that foot in the bend of his opposite knee. That is when the triangle will be secure. 2 minutes is plenty of time to make these adjustments for Benji Silva. Micah Brakefield doing a good job being calm. He's in a precarious position. He needs to be calm and make sure that Benji is not afforded an opportunity to advance this position. As annoyed as Micah Brakefield is right now, he is not in danger. He is still breathing. That is going to change quickly if Benji Silva can get his foot to the bend of his opposite knee. You'll notice that Micah Brakefield is holding his own leg. He's doing that for two reasons. First of which is for the control of space. If he is holding that, it's one, allowing him to breathe. It's keeping his own shoulder out of his jugular vein. But two, it boxes Benji in. One thing that Micah does not need right now is his opponent, Benji Silva, to have room to work. If he can freeze the position right here, the position won't get worse for Micah. Benji Silva starting to rotate this. Micah Brakefield going to come out on top. 30 seconds left. Those are very tiring positions. Even if you're just using your grip, guys. Think of how hard it is to climb a rope. Just think of that exercise. Picture that with you're climbing a rope. Very tiring. Okay, great. Let's say I tell you you don't have to climb the rope, but you do have to hang on it. Just grab the rope and hang there. You can see where one's worse than the other, but they're both very tiring. Benji Silva was essentially not climbing a rope, but he was hanging on a rope for almost 4 minutes. Brakefield. Brakefield thinking triangle defense. Everything is forgotten. Everything that just happened is forgotten. There are no points. There were no advantages. They are starting over even. Flip of a coin. I believe it went to Benji Silva, who I believe deferred the position to Brakefield, who is going to take the back. And it's always interesting when an athlete has their choice between the arm or the back. It's interesting to try to surmise how much of that decision was based around fatigue. What's tired, how tired specifically is that body part? Out. Benji Silva out. Benji Silva, as he turned towards his back, had to free his left elbow. If he did not free his elbow, Micah Brakefield would have found himself in a head and arm choke, and the referee would have let that go. Benji Silva was doing two things there. Two things at once. Getting down and freeing that elbow. Very good job. And now Benji's in on the arm. Trying to extend here. Benji's trying to extend. Brakefield's got to bring both legs over. If Brakefield just brings that left leg over, the right leg now, the right leg over this side, there, right there, he's out. And Benji adjusts. As soon as Micah brought that second leg over, he just pulled up on the arm, which is what he did eventually. It's what he did eventually. It's a great way to stop the action. Round and around we go. Back-to-back control for Micah Brakefield. Benji's already starting to get out. Benji's almost out. One explosive movement. The referee will break this. He does after only 9 seconds. Technique is only an idea when it comes to getting a guy off your back. You have ideas that coaches can show you. Ultimately, it is an explosive movement. You will feel the weight or the leverage of your opponent. You will feel that he is off balance, and you will explode in the opposite direction. Benji doing a great job here with the body triangle. Once Benji has that body secured, and he does, that's when he can start coming up for the strangulation. That's when he can start coming up top and really starting to bother Micah Brakefield. Benji can't go to one without the other. And look how tight. Benji Silva, look how tight he is around the waist. Brakefield coming out, he's free. Some time elapsed, but Brakefield did get free, and it looked as though that might be the spot. Brakefield's choice, he is electing to go to the arm. More over the left arm. He's got it. He's got it. I don't know if Benji's going to tap, but he has definitely caught him. Wow. Benji Silva may have waited too long. Benji Silva was caught, and he was caught early but did not tap early. Benji Silva is not stopping. I am not convinced that we don't have a one-arm man in an ass-whipping contest right now. Benji Silva is going to continue, and he has one chance to win this thing. He is way ahead on time, but he is down by one submission. This is a battle of tough guys. And there is the tougher guy. What an arm bar, what a match. That is where patience pays off. Benji Silva looked to be in control for the balance of the match. Micah Brakefield, for the first time, elected to go for an arm as opposed to back control. Benji refused to submit until it was too late. Kevin Keeney, the battle of the tough guys is over. Tell us who won.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner due to armbar in only 7 seconds in the top half of overtime round number 3, mighty Micah Brakefield.
Wow.